From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go. 11 MT, take. 11.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Still going. They can't stop him. And he's got a Bengals first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
11.
Burrow will throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. The Bengals hit 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
11 MT, take. 11.
Another try for Mixon. And diving to try to get the first down. He's going to be a little bit shy of the marker. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, That would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here's 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And wrangled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
11.
Now Burrow. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Devin Duvernay. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. 69 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Herbert going to change the play here. Back to throw now on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They struggle to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now Burrow on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. Devin Duvernay with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of, and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now they'll audible to something else. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Williams, a man in motion right. Herbert on first down now. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bengals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Burrow going to change things up. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. First down. Here's Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Burrow's throws on target to Duvernay. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Burrow loses the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it for
touchdown Bengals. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before the break for Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got it to Williams. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. Herbert. Going up top. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers get a bit closer. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back. So here's an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
11.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 22 now, here's second and a yard. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal.
On one, ready?
An option handoff here to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to add on to that lead. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
11, Thomas. 12, 12, 12.
They'll let Mixon try to run it in. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Darius Davis on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 14. First down, Los Angeles.
Slot man moves right. Herbert throwing again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. 55 yards. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. That's caught. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Burrow will throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And it's a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, 2nd guy in, tackle the ball.
The throw right side is complete here on the 1st play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And quickly they get to the line. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. It's DJ Turner who's got it. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. The Charger drive about to get going. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. 3rd and 2. And now an audible here into something else. Third and 2, Herbert. Flushed out right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Bengals will get the football back.
1-1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Herbert going to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Here we go, here we go.
3rd and 3.
12.
Now it's Burrow. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. This goes out wide from Nixon. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11, 11.
Here we go with Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Bengals 1st down. And it's celebration time on that sideline. And they've earned it. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away